Hello everyone, it's your girl Oyoyo back here. Thank you for clicking to watch this video. And first of all, how are you doing? Alright, so today I'll be talking about the news making round about Omega Power Ministry situated in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. If you don't know, Omega Power Ministry is one church, a Pentecostal church in Nigeria, actually in the city of Port Harcourt, that have been into charity. The church is heavy on charity, scholarship, taking people off the streets, giving them accommodation, attending to widows, all manner of charities. The church is highly involved in charities. Why am I talking about them today? They are making the round about the recent charity they did. Let me give a little backstory about this particular charity. Last year, two young men were sacked from their place of employment because they were caught dancing while at. So when the pastor of Omega Power Ministry, he beckoned on them that he was going to send them overseas, which he eventually did. 6 months after, they said that they took care of them for 6 months. They provided for them tuition, feeding, and everything. But after that, they've not been able to give them any kind of help financially. They called on the church people that we need help. They said, okay, you guys have to wait and give us some time. We are working something out. So eventually, the boys started complaining. And the next thing we heard was the pastor. According to them, they said it was the pastor's word. So allegedly, the Omega pastor was busy raining curse on these boys, the young men that they sent to Cyprus to study on scholarship, saying they are very ungrateful, that they became a social media sensation, and they have never appreciated the pastor. And the pastor went on saying that it shall never be well with them. They will never amount to anything.
This cause from the pain in my heart.
Unbelievable.
That doing good
Wonder shall never
become
end.
evil. Whosoever, no matter who that person is, that I use, you didn't pay 1 kobo, you didn't spend 1 naira. It is from offering and tithe that people drop it.
When I heard those utterances from the alleged pastor, I was like, no, I'm done listening. Because I don't want to believe he's the same man that will go on Sunday or maybe week service and mount the pulpit to preach forgiveness. Then he brings to their attention Christianity. What do pastors teach these days in church?
What other pastors use in buying private jets? I said, let me use to help you. Pastor? Now I do you good, you use evil to pay me. You will remain poor forever. You can never achieve anything in life. As long as whether anywhere you are, you will suffer poverty. No, you can never achieve. You can't even buy 1 plot of land. If there's any other things, other clothes you've bought to lay through the money I use in sending you to Cyprus, you will sell those clothes to feed. You will become so wretched. Deep. My heart.
I understand what it is to tarnish someone's reputation. I can understand. I'm an officer of the court, so I can understand what defamation could be, what slander could be, what libel could mean. But again, for the pastor to go this way, cursing those boys that they will never amount to anything. It's not that what he said will actually happen. No, it's not going to happen. Because you have to believe it for it to happen. As they are busy cursing you, you're telling God, they are not you that created me, Jehovah. For that reason, anything they've spoken concerning me to not work. If you counter such prayers, it's not going to happen. Why do I say that? For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. And if Christ came and came with grace, and even his teaching said if they slap you on one cheek, that you should turn the other cheek and let them slap too. But rather, the pastor took to a voice note to record curses on these boys. Where is forgiveness? Anyway, I don't know what they teach these days in Pentecostal churches, but unfortunately, if those words were actually from the pastor, that somebody like me, I started respecting that pastor because of the level of charity that his church is involved with. I am disappointed, to say the least. People are confirming that as the voice of the pastor, and a lot of people are saying in the comment section of that voice note that you don't blame the pastor for laying the curses on those people, that people are very ungrateful. You do things for them and they will forget so quickly, and they go behind you to say a manner of things about you. I tried to read those comments to see if I can reason with them, but I still can't come around the whole thing. If those utterances were made by the pastor, I can't come around it. I can't accept that as being good. Those boys might have said something very bad and and damaging to the pastor. But what happened to forgiveness? No, think about it. If that is actually the pastor of that church that made those utterances, who is so sad. Because you still get to the pulpit to preach to people, to forgive those that are offended. Are you now going to tell them otherwise? If somebody offends you, just make sure you beat the person blue, black. Or if the person is doing you... No, what is the message of the church going to be going forward? I don't want to believe that is the pastor speaking. I want to believe it's someone's voice notes that people altered to sound like the pastor, because in Nigeria, everything is possible. We all can't forget how they used a voice note and said it was P2B that made the call and said all of those things. People can alter anything. So I want to give that pastor the benefit of a doubt that those utterances are not his utterances, that somebody might be manipulating something somewhere. Because you can't tell me you have a big heart for charity and you can't stomach some kind of maybe words people say to you. No. And for the fact that you're a pastor teaching forgiveness and repentance, where does that place you? Let me know what you think in the comment section, because I'm giving this pastor a benefit of a doubt. I don't want to believe he said all of this. However, we are going to hear more stories concerning this if the pastor or the church is actually going to come up and say something. Also, in that conversation there, we have chat messages back and forth showing evidence received between these boys and the church people. Guys, what is the world turning into? What is Christianity turning into? What are people doing all in the name of church? You know, one thing I will say here before we call it a day today, please read Bible for yourself. Read to understand. Do a little research about how to live a Christian life. Do not rely on anybody as that role model, because for the fact that your pastor is your pastor, that does not grant me immunity from mistakes and sins. He can still make mistakes because he's still human being. It's still blood that is flowing in his system. He can still fall. He can still commit sin. So don't feel that, hey, my pastor's supposed to be righteous. Why did he say things like it? If these utterances are really from the pastor, like I said, highly disappointed. But then again, he's human. And it simply means when you're angry, keep quiet. Say nothing. When you're really angry, say nothing. Take it all in. Think about it deeply before you say a word. Because anything spoken in anger doesn't go well. You can't be speaking peace when you're really offended. So please, let be a lesson for us today. If you're really angry at someone, a friend, a brother, a sister, say nothing. If you don't know how to control your quietness or your silence, block the person, at least for the time being. By the time you calm yourself down, you can get back to, okay, Lord, how do I go about this? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Do you really believe that those utterances are from the Omega Ministry head pastor? Or do you think it's manipulated? Or do you think the causes are valid? He needed to have said that to those boys? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let's make it conversational in the comment section. Until I come your way next time, please do me one favor. Smile for the rest of the day. Thank you, guys.